All right, guys, I want to show you what we're working on today on our Splashmath levels. And this is for Splashmath fractions levels 16 and 17. This video is going to give you an idea of what they're asking you to do. So once you get in your Splashmath app, what you're going to notice today is you're still going to have some mixed numbers. We've been talking a lot about mixed numbers. This time they're going to represent them on some of the questions visually, but you're going to notice that the denominators are all tenths or hundreds, and we're going to talk about how fractions and decimals are so related. So this is kind of a step to that. So you'll notice this piece is cut into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces. So it's cut into tenths, and there's one hole colored in. I'm going to write that down here. One hole. And this has 9 colored in out of 10. So you would find the answer with one hole and 9 out of 10. You're going to see a lot of tenths and hundredths in these two lessons. Not a lot of fourths and fifths and thirds and all the other types of fractions that we've seen before. Here's another example. This time they show you the fraction in the picture. You find down here which fraction represents, and this is cut into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces, and 2 of them are colored in. So we're looking right here at 2 tenths. And you'll probably remember earlier in the year when we talked decimals a little bit with the chainsaw. This might sound a little bit familiar. Instead of writing it as a decimal, 2 tenths, we're writing it as a fraction, 2 tenths, because we're going to see pretty soon that decimals and fractions are related. Here they have it in word form. Notice the THS, just like we talked about at the beginning of the year. So 5 tenths as a decimal would look like that, but 5 tenths as a fraction, and these are equivalent, would look like 5 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator, 5 tenths. So for this particular one, we're right here. All right, this time 6 tenths. I had to color this in, so it asked me to shade the model below. So all I had to do was touch these pieces to color in 6. They cut it into tenths. My job is to color in 6 of them. Again, another one, but this time it's a mixed number. So it's 1 whole in 9 tenths. I would have to color in 1 whole. And on the Splashmath, all you have to do is shade it in by touching it. And 9 tenths, so I could grab all 9 of these pretty quickly here and fill that in. That's representing 1 whole and 9 out of 10. You're also going to see some hundredths. Here it is in word form again, 90 hundredths. If I were to write it as a decimal, it would look like this, 90 in the hundredths place. But if I'm going to make it an equivalent fraction, it's 90 hundredths, and those are equal. So I'd grab this one. This time I'm going to shade in 20 hundredths. Please notice the grid is not cut into tenths anymore. It's cut into 100 pieces. I believe that's what I did to Oliver and maybe even Lucas in the afternoon. Maybe, allegedly. My job is to color in 20 of them. So you just touch and shade in 20 out of the 100 to show that fraction. And one more example here, they colored in 1 whole. And let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 9 out of 100. So the mixed number that represents this is 1 whole and 69 hundredths. As a decimal, remember, it would look like 1 and 69 hundredths, or $1.69. We're looking for the mixed number, but there's the equivalent decimal.